chapter 49 of Ramayana's YUDHAKHANDA, the homecoming of Rama. Shri Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pathaye Namaha. A sudden doubt seemed to assail Bharata. He said, Hanuman, I do not see Rama anywhere. I am not able to see even a single Vanara, and you said that an army of Vanara was coming with him. I do not see the signs of his coming. Tell me why he has not come. There was pain in Bharata's voice, and Hanuman said, Rama has been granted a boon by Indra. It says that the forests will always be full of flowers and fruits for the benefit of the Vanaras. The entire army has been hosted by Bharadwaja. I am able to hear the noise made by the Vanaras, and I can tell you that they have reached the banks of the river Gomati. Can you not see the cloud of dust rising to the skies? Look, there in the sky. Can you see a glorious chariot there? Bright like the moon and faster than the wind? That is the chariot created by Brahma, and it is divine. It belonged to Ravana, and Rama is even now traveling in that Vimana to reach you soon. This Vimana, by name Pushpaka, belonged to Kubera and was taken forcibly from him by Ravana. In a matter of moments, Rama will be here with you. Even as he was saying so, the Pushpaka Vimana reached the sacred village Nandigrama. Rama, Rama was the name which was on the lips of everyone assembled there, and it reached the skies and it was heard by Rama, who was in the Vimana. Bharata stood with his palms folded and his eyes were raised aloft. He could see Rama in the Vimana, and from the earth he saluted his brother who was in the skies. The next moment the Vimana touched the ground. Bharata rushed to Rama, fell on the ground and prostrated before him. Again and again he prostrated, and Rama took him on his lap and he looked at him with his eyes full of love. It was 14 years since the brothers had been parted, and the reunion was tender. Bharata greeted Lakshmana and saluted Sita, speaking the words Abhivadhaye, announcing himself to them all. He met Sugriva and Jambavan and all the heroes of the Vanara army. Bharata said, Sugriva, you are also one of us. Friendship is proved by the assistance rendered, and you are our greatest friend. He then turned to Vibhishana and said, my Lord Rama was able to accomplish the impossible with your help, and we are deeply indebted to you. Shatrughna greeted his brothers even as Bharata did, and Rama went to the presence of his mother. He fell at her feet, and clasping them in his hands, he placed his head over them. His tears washed her feet. After saluting Sumitra and Kaikeyi, Rama went to Vashishta, his guru, and prostrated before him. All the men of Ayodhya stood watching Rama with Sita and Lakshmana. They were so thrilled that Rama had come back to them, and they could not speak for joy. Jai Shri Ram. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane. Om Shri Ramar Pranamastu. Chapter 49, Part 2 of Ramayana's Yuddhakanda, the homecoming of Rama. Shri Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pathaye Namaha. Bharata took the sandals in his hands and went to Rama. He placed Rama's feet in them and said, O king, these sandals have been guarded by me for your sake, and I have now returned them to you, and with them your kingdom. I feel that I have not lived in vain, since my desire has been fulfilled. Please look into the treasury, the granary, the army, and the city. By your grace and blessings, I have increased them tenfold. Those around were thrilled to see so much devotion, and Rama taking Bharata and the others with him, entered the Pushpaka and went to the ashrama of Bharata. He turned his eyes on the Vimana and said, I wish that you go back to Kubera, who once owned you. I grant you leave to go. The glorious Pushpaka rose in the sky and travelled fast towards the north, the direction of the home of the Devas. Rama saluted his Guru, even as Indra his Guru Brihaspati, and he sat near him. Bharata came to his presence and said, My mother's name does not bear a taint any longer. This kingdom has been left by you in my charge, and I give it back to you. I have guarded it carefully. It was a great burden which I had been asked to bear. I am unable to do it. My trying to rule when you should have was like a donkey trying to walk, like a horse, or like a crow trying to imitate the gait of the swan. Please allow us to perform your coronation. Let the world see you glowing like the noonday sun. Rule the earth as long as the sun and moon move in their orbits, so long as there are people living in this world. Rama accepted the plea of Bharata and agreed to rule the kingdom. Shatrughna and Bharata had made arrangements for the matted locks of Rama to be removed and those of Lakshmana. They got rid of their own tangled locks too, and they all bathed in the sacred river. They wore silks and ornaments and smeared sandal paste on their long and beautiful arms. Sita was dressed with loving hands by the mothers of the princes. Kausalya, in her affection for Rama, dressed the hair of the wives of the Vanaras. Sumantra brought the chariot and placed it near the entrance to the ashrama. Rama ascended the chariot. The Vanara army, led by Sugriva and Hanuman, accompanied the army from Ayodhya. Jai Shri Ram. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Om Shri Ramar Paramast. Chapter 50 of Ramayana's Yuddhakhanda. Rama Pattabhisheka, the coronation of Rama. Shri Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. The ministers of the king, led by Ashoka and Vijaya, went to the presence of Vashishta and requested him to take charge of the coronation of Rama. The entire crowd began its journey towards Ayodhya. Rama was seated in the chariot, and Bharata held the reins of the horses in his hand. Vibhishana held a chamara in his hand. Lakshmana held the other chamara in his hand, and Shatrughna held the white umbrella. The grand procession was on its way to Ayodhya. The celestials had assembled in the skies to watch the great event. Shatrunjaya, the favorite elephant of Rama, came to receive him, and Sugriva was asked to seat himself on it. Surrounded by the many noble and great people of the court, Rama appeared like the moon surrounded by the lesser luminaries in the sky. Musicians were there, and the path was strewn with flowers. Beautiful cows were led in front of the chariot, and Vedic hymns were chanted. Rama was talking to the ministers of the court, the old men who had been with his father. They were with him in the chariot. He told them about the events during the 14 years and about the friendship which had been formed with Sugriva and with Vibhishana. He spoke of the valor of Hanuman and about his divine attributes. Soon they were in Ayodhya. Rama was looking at his beloved city as though he had never seen it before. His eyes were filled with tears of joy, and soon he arrived at the palace of his father. Rama descended from his chariot and entered the palace. After paying respect to all the elders, Rama said, Child, Bharata, let Sugriva reside in my palace. Bharata took Sugriva to the palace of Rama. Sugriva then sent his Vanaras to the sea to fill up the pots of gold with the waters of the sea. The preparations for the coronations were completed. Vashishta made Rama sit on the jeweled throne with Sita by his side. Vashishta, Vamadeva, Jabhali, Kashyapa, Katyayana, Gautama, and Vijaya poured the sacred water from all the sacred rivers and oceans, even as the 8 Vasus performed the coronation of Indra. With the help of the Ritviks and the Brahmanas, the coronation bath was given to Rama. Shatrughna held the beautiful white umbrella and Sugriva held in his hands the chamara. Vibhishana took the other chamara in his hand. Indra had sent a garland of lotuses from the heavens and Vayu brought it. A necklace of pearls was also given by Indra. The Devas came down to the earth and the Apsaras danced. The earth was smiling with joy and the trees were laden with flowers and fruits. Rama gave away horses and cows as gifts to many Brahmanas. To Sugriva he gave a golden necklace set with gems and he, with his own hands, decorated the strong arms of Angada with golden bracelets. Sita took out a glorious necklace from her beautiful neck and looked around at the Vanaras and at her Rama. Rama understood what she was thinking and said, "Give it to one whom you consider to be all that a man should be. He should have divine gifts and he should have perseverance, fame, truthfulness, skill, courtesy, forethought, prowess, the capacity to subdue enemies, and a good intellect. Look around you, Sita, and give the necklace to one who, you think, possesses all these qualities." Sita promptly gave it to Hanuman and he wore it around his neck, looking like a mountain top which has a plume of white cloud on it. All the Vanaras were given gifts by Rama. The coronation had come to a glorious end and Sugriva and his army with Hanuman took leave of Rama and went back to Kishkinda. Vibhishana also went back to Lanka after having acquired the wealth of his ancestors. Rama said, "Lakshmana, rule this ancient kingdom with me. Be my equal and let me crown you as the Yuvaraja." Though he was persuaded in many ways, Lakshmana refused to accept it and Rama crowned Bharata as the Yuvaraja. Rama performed the Ashwamedha and several other yagas and he ruled the world even as his father had done before him. He upheld the fame of the Ikshvakus and the rays of the sun. When Rama ruled the earth, women were happy since none of them lost their husbands. Wild animals did not trouble the citizens. There was no disease which prevailed during the reign of Rama. There was no theft and no one died an untimely death. Everyone was happy. All were righteous in their thoughts, words and deeds. Ramarajya has ever since then become the word which indicates perfect happiness and absolute happiness for the people. Trees were never barren and Parjanya rained in time to feed the crops. There was no avarice and no discontent when Rama ruled the world. The people were all good, God-fearing, and ever inclined to follow the path of Dharma. Everyone was happy, and there was nothing but prosperity in the country when Rama ruled the earth during Ramarajya. Jai Shri Ram. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane. Iti Shri Ramayana Samaptihi. Jai Shri Ram.
Palashruti of Ramayana Pathana.
Om Shri Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunataya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha.
This story was composed by Valmiki, the sage in ancient times. It is hallowed and sacred. This is the very first kavya that was ever written. He who reads it will be purified and will not be made to suffer for his sins. It grants long life. The childless will have children after he listens to the story of the coronation of Rama. A poor man will become wealthy. A Kshatriya will subdue all his enemies and will be ever victorious. Women will all be as great as Kausalya. The men will be as dear to everyone as Rama was. The one who listens to this story of Rama, the blameless, the sinless, will live long. One who listens with devotion to this ancient kavya composed by Valmiki will be able to conquer anger and will face the greatest of dangers with fortitude. He will be reunited with his kinsfolk from whom he is parted after a long journey. All his desires will be granted. The gods are mindful of those who study the kavyas with care. Those who listen to this story will be rewarded by the devas, and the obstacles in their lives will vanish on their own accord. The king who listens to this story will be ever victorious. The traveler will have no difficulties. Women will be the mothers of sons. One who worships this kavya and studies it every day will be absolved from all the sins and will live long. Narayana, the Lord who is all-pervading, who has his abode in the ocean of milk and who is also called Hari, who has no beginning, no middle and no end, who is the Lord of Lords, who is the ancient is Rama, and he will bless the one who studies this Ramayana and the one who listens to the story of Rama. He will have wealth and children, and he will have peace and content. All his desires will be granted. It grants long life, wealth, health, fame, comradeship with brothers, good intelligence and glory. The study of Ramayana will grant man all these. Repeat the story of Rama with reverence and may you be blessed. Let the world thrive with the grace of Lord Narayana. The Pitris are satisfied by the study of Ramayana by their descendants. The Devas are pleased. One who studies this Ramayana composed by Valmiki is certain to have won the place for himself in heaven.
Om Tat Sat Harihi Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Shri Ram. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Om Shri Sita Ramarpanamastu.